cannot help those who think you are the problem. Number two, you cannot help those who think you are the problem. Look at the case of Genesis 3. Give me verse 12. Genesis 3:12. Too many people are in this category. You can't help people who think you are the problem of the troubles I'm going through. Genesis 3:12. Who told you you were naked? Have you eaten the fruit that I forbade you not to eat? He said, then the man said, the woman whom you gave me, the woman whom you gave me made me eat. In other words, saying that the problem was not from me. I was okay until you brought her into my life. In the first place, I didn't request for her. But you see, when they brought her to, he was excited and happy. And now that he has gotten into trouble, he said, I didn't request for the woman. Everything was fine until you brought her. Yes. Now you see the problem, the wahala I am in. He said, the woman you gave me. Made me to do that. Now, it is a very serious issue. You cannot help those who think you are the problem. As long as you keep blaming somebody for your troubles, you are not ready to find a solution. Are you hearing me? As long as you keep blaming somebody for your problem. Why are you not married? Oh, it is because when they come into my life, I don't see why, I don't know why. But it's like when they come into my life, all of a sudden, the things doesn't work well. And so, the first person, the guy came into your life, he dumped you. The second guy came into your life, he dumped you. The third, he dumped you. If 3 guys have dumped you, you still think that it is your problem. You are sick. You alone, you've married once, you divorced. You married a second, you divorced. You married a third, you divorced. You married a fourth, and you still said, oh, the problem is the women. You are sick. You cannot help those who think you are the problem. If you don't sit down to examine your own life and you keep blaming people, you will blame them, and you will never see any change. So the most important thing is that number 2. I said number 1, you cannot help what? Shout it. Those who don't know they have a problem. And number 2, you cannot help those who they think you are the problem. Number 3, you cannot help those who refuse to accept the fact that they have a problem. Number 3, you cannot help those who refuse to accept the fact that they have a problem. Have you ever seen a drunkard, a guy who is fully drunk, he's falling down, and sometimes you have to grab him up and you are telling him, Charlie, you are drunk. And then he say, me? He's staggering. Me? Who told you I'm drunk? I can see clear. Is that not 3 people standing there? Meanwhile, there's 1 person. Is that not 3 people standing there? He said, no, they are 1. There's only 1 person. No, there are 3. You can't see well. Who told you I'm drunk? And so, have you ever seen a drunkard accepting the fact that he's drunk? You cannot help those who refuse to accept the fact that you have a problem. I had an uncle who was really into some drinking. He had a serious drinking problems. And anytime very talented, very skillful uncle. But anytime he was heavily drunk, they will always grab him from Accra, bring him to Tema, and they believe in Tema. My father will help him to sober, to reflect. He gets corrected, he gets delivered, he goes back, and then once in a while again, he gets drunk. They will grab him and bring him. And one time when they brought him to my dad, he was drunk and he looked at my dad and he said, "Bo, okay, pay." In other words, you are being confronted with big temptation. So you cannot help those who refuse to accept the fact that they have a problem. It was this reason the children of Israel could not enter the promised land when they were told that they could take over the territory, but 12 of them went to spy the land. 10 came and said it was not possible because they refused to accept that it was possible for them.